Oh, hello, hello, hello. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin, and I did reach it. I get my water. And these wonderful people have agreed to come and play a game with me tonight, which always makes me happy. These wonderful people are tonight made up of. Oh, let's start with Sarah.
Hey y'all. Uh my name is Sarah. I go by Sans on the Discord. I am on this channel 5.5 nights a week. Tonight I am here as Clarity Palace, the best healer ever. I'm really happy to be back. Um uh on the Tuesday game, which means I get to come back tomorrow
Yes.
for Rise of the Temple. Shadow's very cool world as Echo of House Wolf. Our Wednesday game, Mask Oracle Force as Nightwish. Somehow I'm still the leader. Uh, I'm gonna get a lot of people upset with this. We're going to stay on hiatus for one more week,
Okay. Yeah.
and then we will be coming back with our City of Mist campaign,
Yes.
DV and Paradox.
Oh, yeah. Make
I'm
it right.
sorry, y'all.
No, don't be sorry. Make it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Trust me, it's worth it.
It's worth the wait. Always. You
And
always are.
do and Kevin, don't let me forget later. I need to talk to you about it.
Okay. Yep. Done.
Um, our Friday game, Everyday Divinity. Our Scion game, I play Alexandria Melanoe.
Sure. Yep.
Sure, I think that's close. Um, and our Sunday game, 7C, Shadow of October as Rosa Nix. When I'm not here, I am over. You can find me over on Tango Productions, working with the Scar Adventurer and Rock Paper Fox on stuff and things that'll come out eventually.
Phew. Thank you.
I don't
Uh,
remember if it's
no, I
okay or
was.
not.
It wasn't. So I'm going to nominate next Janet.
Hi, hello. I'm on Discord as Janet777, but I'm streaming, making videos, and podcast with you, Kevin, as Anime Gems. And today I'm playing the Phoebe the Dark. And on Tuesday games, in the Rise of the Temple, I'm playing the mysterious Arnara, who is like small army. And on the every second Wednesday, I'm playing the chess detective, the rancher.
Yes,
And
the
that's
Ranger.
all.
We just leveled up, so now you're a magical. You finally got your magic as a Ranger, so we're looking forward to that. Let's go next to. Let's go to Rory.
Hey everybody, I'm Rory. I'm here tonight once again playing Escarvalis, the very small rogue, and I'm in a bunch more games as well. So catch me on Tuesdays, also in Rise of the Temple, and Wednesdays in Oracle Force, alternating with the Humbled Heart game as well as on Sundays in Shadow of the Vakterm, run by the wonderful Siosa, as Hans Reifenstahl. And good God, if I have one thing to say about that game, watch the last episode, because whoa, that was crazy. But yeah, um,
And then watch the
uh,
other 62.
if you're not caught up, you got a lot. Yeah, there's plenty.
Yeah.
There's seventh sea aplenty for everybody.
Yes.
But I've got the odd personal project that's like barely just getting started. So I'll talk more about that another time.
One of those projects yes, we'll
Oh
discuss
yeah.
that. Yeah. I'm gonna well, let's move on next to Deku Lily.
Hello.
And
Uh,
yeah, go ahead. Please.
I don't do much. I'm just here playing Iphigenes
Yeah.
tonight,
Yeah.
the Goliath fighter.
Yes. And in just a moment, you'll be doing our intro for us as a Figanese. But first, I got to talk about the only thing left for me to talk about. The only game you guys aren't all in some level or another, is well, actually, never mind. Sarah covered it already. The Friday game by the run by the amazing Bat Kyle. in the Scion system is, yeah. Uh, Solace is quite literally one open door, one locked door away from ending the entire campaign after only 3 weeks with the bad guys winning. So, ta-da! Let's hope we can keep him away from that door because I want to hear the rest of this story. But with that, more that I want to do that because here I am right here, right now. I want to do this. So, before we move forward and to fill everybody in on what has gone before, Iphigenes, in character, if you wouldn't mind, give us a recap of what's recently occurred.
After the conclusion of the fight, we took the one who surrendered to the Temple of Hephaestus for questioning, and only questioning. We learned the truth of our assailants. They worked for the theater and had been promised promotions if they succeeded in scaring us. The owner and producer, a Mr. Dominus, had suffered a complete change in personality approximately 5 days prior, around the time the evils were released. Dominus had also begun writing his terrible and political play and was living inside the theater at this time. It was odd, as he had a larger, more lavish home. It made me ask Hope how the evils got their bodies. We learned they could attain bodies two ways. Either they made their own or they possessed a mortal, driving out the mortal's personality, everything that made them who they were before. In any case, I was faced with a horrible truth. Phoebe the Dark had killed innocent people, non-threats, but she may have restrained herself if I had done my due diligence as a forward scout. Perhaps. I do not know her well enough to say so with certainty. Nevertheless, I took responsibility for the lives lost. It was not the first time innocent blood had stained my hands, no matter how much I regret it. The actor said he forgave me, that he would have done the same, but Hope rolled away after exclaiming Hephaestus had summoned yet another to aid us in our mission. The timing was fortunate. Clarity Palace's antics had earned the ire of all present at the funeral. She had to separate from us and go into hiding for the time being. Salian remained in the library. Until their return, we had the help of one Escurvalis, one almost as short as Clarity Palace, though they seemed reluctant to walk in the light as Phoebe the Dark. A thief, it would seem, but their chosen profession mattered little to me. The lot of us were pressed under the thumbs of the god. Let me try again. The lot of us were pressed under the thumbs of the gods, equally beholden to their whims, unless we could find some way to squirm out or be released in a random fit of benevolence. Escurvalis had an idea of the mission, but not a clear one. We spent time getting them up to speed, taking a short rest as we did. Phoebe the Dark disappeared at this time, presumably to rest in her preferred hiding place. There was a brief interruption, some manner of accident where a priest dropped a censer full of smoking incense, but it mattered not. More important were the wanted posters in the hands of Bophates, which he gave me as we tried to leave. The posters for me and Phoebe the Dark were accurate enough, if unflattering, but Clarity Palaces made her look like a necromancer, proclaimed her to be a necromancer. I kept that one to show to her later. All this for the crime of redistributing the wealth we took from Greed's collection. Stamped upon the flyer was an emblem for a noble house. It was suspicious, because nobody besides the bean counters and the bouncer were supposed to know we had been there. It seemed they all went crying to their master, and they were upset. Someone in that noble house was either possessed, was working for, or had been influenced by greed. With yet another option laid before us. Escarvalis and I made our way to the plaza. I was forced to walk around without a helmet, as my wanted poster had it on. It felt strange, and rubbing charcoal dust on my freshly polished armor had been annoying after spending all the daylight hours on it, but it was necessary to hide. Thankfully, we were not harassed. We met up with Phoebe the Dark. As we did, a group of philosophers were loudly searching for a new philosopher, a Wanko the Sane, otherwise known as probably self aware. It was brought to our attention that a dog blinked in and out of sight, the creature supposedly owned by the mad philosopher. It was decided that we follow the dog, given how unreliable a lead it could be. We we managed to follow it to some ruins outside of the city where the dog's reality seemed more solid. In the ruins we found a cave. We heard murmuring voices and smelled campfire within. I sent the other two ahead. My armor would simply alert all inside. As I waited, I took pity on the dog and fed it. My family had never owned a dog. It always baffled me how a creature could be so blindly trusting to its detriment and still look upon the one that hurt them with love. I did not ponder long. The two stealth masters made enough noise that I could hear it from outside. Helmet back in place and glaive in hand, I charged inside. By the grace of hope, may madness finally fall.
Magnificent. Thank you. Please take inspiration for that. That was spectacular. All
Thank
right.
you.
You're very welcome. So, that's where three of you are. Clarity Palace, however. I want to know, first of all, what it looks like inside your cardboard box. I mean, first of all, it's a cardboard box in Argos, so it's already a little sort of not timely, not accurate.
No.
But
No.
so having said that,
I did say it was at one point. I did call it a crate.
yes, yeah, but I think
I
it's funnier if
think-
it's a cardboard box. Besides, it's magical now. So anyway,
Okay.
so maybe that's why it's hard to tell because you have never discovered this before about your box, whatever it is, crate. You go inside and you close it. From the outside, it's invisible. But of course, you're inside, so you've never seen it from the outside with the doors closed, so you don't know. But I'll ask again: what does the inside of your crate / cardboard box look like?
It is probably just the most plain it can be.
Oh, okay, all right,
Like,
yeah, just a box, maybe a cushion in
Yep.
the corner to sit on.
hey, probably.
Okay. In that case, the question is, how do you get your 2 6-foot tall staffs in there with you?
She's never thought about it.
Yeah,
It just kind of works.
it just works. So when you're inside, they're just smaller and nobody questions it.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
perfect.
no one ever comes over. So
Well,
it's
yeah,
just her.
nobody comes in. Wonderful. So, does Clarity understand the kerfuffle that she caused at the funeral when you cast the? Oh, actually, because Ephigenes told you, and you just discovered, the last thing you remembered was that your magic is all black and spooky.
Mhm.
So inside the box, all safely locked away. You know nobody comes to visit. What's do you know what that looked like? Like, do you know what it what effect you had and why they chased you? Not a clue. Okay.
Like, she knows that they think. Let me say this in clarity speak.
Yeah. Yes.
She knows that they think it looked spooky.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, but it isn't. So it's their problem. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. So you can hear outside, the street going by, including a lot of yelling. But eventually it goes quiet, and what do you do? It's it's all quiet now. They're no longer yelling your name, or not. They don't know your name. They're no longer yelling about the crazy necromancer.
Uh,
You've
it's
heard words like resurrect and things like that.
uh, so she's gonna put blessings of the trickster on herself,
Okay.
and then come out as stealthily as she can
Okay.
to see what's going on.
And you just kind of open the flaps and just step out. And strangely enough, your staff is now 6 feet tall again. It's quantum. Don't worry about it. And you sneak around. And in my head, you are sneaking behind like a bench, but your staff is just sort of doing this above the bench, but nobody really
Yes.
notices. Like no,
Yes.
it doesn't. Yeah. You think you're sneaking, therefore you're sneaking. Give me a stealth roll. Let's play a game.
18.
18. Yeah. Nobody sees you. Nobody at all. Not even your snorkel sticking up like a submarine above the bench as you sneak around. You can see quite clearly. There are wanted posters on the walls. One of them with 3 people on it. Would you recognize the necromancy scary version? This tiny little necromancer, this big giant overbuilt Goliath looking size, because they really blew it out of proportion, right? Ephigenes and the big scary Phoebe.
Nope.
Nope, probably not. Okay. Would you and yeah, they're wanted for redistribution of wealth, but also there's another poster. It's new. It's so new the ink is still running on it, and it's just the little necromancer. Except they're standing. The artist is quite good. They're standing in what is clearly a church. There's a whole bunch of pews and people in them, and the little necromancer is going like this, and there's black smoke coming off of a body that's being lifted out of a coffin. It's clearly, yeah. Does she recognize that scene? It's not perfectly accurate because it's got you doing it from across the hall.
I had to roll it because I
Yeah.
did not actually know if she would.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess she does.
Yes.
And she looks at it and she goes, "That's not how it happened at all."
And when you look, I presume Clarity can read? At least
Yes,
at least common, yeah.
Yeah, at least common.
Yeah. So, yeah. In fluent Greek, which passes for common in this game, you read underneath it, wanted dead or alive, necromancer, guilty of attempted resurrection in a temple! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Even though it wasn't, it happened in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
But it says that you tried to resurrect a body in a temple. And it's a nasty picture. Like, you're all spiky and witchy, and there's not a flower in sight. It's all black leather, and yeah.
Yeah, she's just really confused because that's not how it happened.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to figure out. Never mind. So yeah, that's what I wanted to check, is if there was going to be a TARDIS situation. So yeah, that's not how it happened. But there's the 3 words, dead or alive. Does that change anything in the way Clarity thinks about things?
It's time to go back to old ways and be super stealthy. I don't know what you're
Yep.
talking about.
Right, yeah. So back in the box?
Yeah.
Yep. So the staff walks past the bench again, and then shrinks as it gets to the box. You step in, and you pull the doors closed. And as you do something something happens that's never happened before. The box kind of like somebody grabbed it and shook it, with you inside it, and then the flaps, just the top of the crate, just kind of cracks open, and you get this whiff of air that does not smell like Argos. I get the feeling Clarity doesn't get out of Argos very often, right? So this air is dank and kind of a little bit musty. There's a very strong smell of fire, and you can see through the crack of the crate. You can see, 2 butts in the back of a head. Ephigenes and Phoebe, you can see sort of their backsides. But there's a new guy, some standing next to that, so it's like butt head, And the head is somebody you've never met before, never seen before. But the three of them are standing just inside what is clearly, from where you are now, looking out, a cave.
Esker, how does holy water treat you?
I think fine.
Okay.
I don't think it
She's
really does
chucking
anything.
it out from the box.
I don't think it does anything to Kender, so I should be
No.
fine.
Yeah. So clarity, what?
It's just it is a like peek out, see this,
Yeah.
go back in and go.
Yeah. So this vial comes. Yeah. Oh, dexterity. Yeah. So let's have a. You know what? I wanted at disadvantage because you've got your back turned, Esker. Unless you would like to voluntarily fail it, you can do that too. It's not going to do. Yeah. It's not going to do damage. But
Let's see. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is kind of their whole thing.
Yeah. Dex save.
No,
with
never mind. No, it's
disadvantage.
not. 11.
Oh, that's
disadvantage.
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll again.
Yeah,
I just
no.
want to see if you get worse.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh
7.
God.
There we go. Yeah.
7.
So
That's crazy.
you turn, you watch a Figanese walk in, the three of you sort of form this line. You look back into the darkness of the cave ahead of you, and off the back of your head, this glass vial shatters, and you feel water, you hope it's water, running down the back of your head and down your neck. You turn around, and there's about this much face and a hand, because the box is invisible. So you just see like this much face and a hand that has obviously just thrown that vial at you.
There's just like a hand comes up with a blade sticking out. Who the hell are you? What is going on? Who are you?
The other two now, Iphigenes and Phoebe, I presume you react to that and look. Yeah.
I would suggest, it's just clarity.
Yeah.
What
turn-
you see?
Oh, from the
Oh,
posters.
he's with you?
Yes, Clarity Palace, cease your foolishness.
And she
Oh,
climbs
God.
out of her box, like opens
Yeah.
it, climbs out.
Yeah. And as long as it's open, you can see it. It sits there. So yeah.
I'm not gonna question it.
I'm going to give you guys just sort of one chance to have a quick chat. Do you got? Well, I guess I'll ask the question. Does anybody bring Clarity up to speed on where they are? Who they're
We
following?
are in the lair of madness.
Oh,
How you show up?
interesting. All right.
And on this,
So we're going after madness?
Yes.
and now that you've had a second to look, the three of you, somebody somehow, even though it was invisible, there's a poster on the side of Clarity's crate that is the one of just her that says "dead or alive" for necromancy. Guilty of trying to resurrect a corpse in a temple. So you guys now have that information as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's very bad. Turn it around to show Clarity. Did you? This is not.
It was not a
correct.
temple.
Why I assumed not. You said that the other wanted posters are very fabricated.
I did not try to resurrect, I tried to heal.
In any case, that's pretty dead or alive. That's not great. I mean, I guess we can deal with it when we're done here.
It's not my first time.
And,
And Phoebe will do team up like
fist reaches so Clarity. Phoebe, you say it's not my first time, and Phoebe just reaches out to fist bump you.
Looks up,
Oh,
fist bumps back.
And at that moment, you hear from deeper in the cave, "Well, you might as well come in."
Yes, before we start moving, Iphigenes will say, remember, madness only works if you listen to him.
Wait, It's that simple, really. Just ignore him and nothing happens.
It worked for the children.
Oh, all right. I'll give it a try.
Then maybe we should just attack and not talk.
That is what I was going to do, regardless of what you all wanted.
There's that brutal honesty. Thank you, Figgities.
That was kind of my idea as well. If he's such a problem, why not just get rid of him now?
30?
She's like, she's not gonna say anything because she's been told not to say anything.
Uh-huh.
So she's just not gonna say anything
Okay.
to show that she understands. If that makes
Yep.
sense.
Mhm. So,
I guess if Figanese will take point
okay.
and head forward, glaive out.
Okay. Figginy's first, glaive out. Who's second?
Me,
Uh,
with rod. My rod, magic.
Yeah. And then third?
I'm gonna try go for a bit of a flank if there's enough space, like kind of sneak along
not
one
right,
wall of the cave.
Not right here, but you can see it spreads out ahead. So,
Okay.
yeah, I will put you
Stick to
off
one
to the
side then.
Okay. And that kind of puts clarity. Everybody else is going. Clarity, you going with?
Yep.
Okay. Who are you going
She'll
with?
she'll take up the back.
Okay, in the row. All right.
She kind of the other side of where Esker is.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to flank the other side. That's okay.
Yep.
All right. I now have a tactical map instead of a marching order. That's good. Creative playing. All right. So you start to move forwards. They know you're here, so there's no point in sneaking. Figanese, you've got your hands on your glaive, and you're moving through the darkness. You get to that opening first, and not far inside the opening, there's a large fire, but it smelled like a wood fire, like a cooking fire, but it's actually a long fire, and there's no food above it. It's just like it's sort of 3 meters, 10 feet long, and it's just a big bonfire. The other ones, as you come up behind, you see this more. When you get to the place where it opens up, Esker, you go to that side. Clarity, you go to that side. You don't have to look over / through the fire, so you get a slightly better view. The cave opens up in front of you like an amphitheater. It's a bowl-shaped cave, and about a third of the way down that sort of natural bowl, there's a series of wooden huts almost. They've got a back wall that you can see and side walls and a slanted roof. It looks from here like they're probably open at the front, which faces further into the cave, down onto what would be the stage in if this was an actual arena. And down on that stage is absolutely no one. But as you and the other people move into the room, the shadows that are coming from the light behind you, coming down the cave itself, start to cast very faint shadows on that wall just because of the shape of the room. So there's sort of these ghostly images moving. And as the two of you move out past the fire, your images disappear because you're in the dark and there's no shadow to cast. With that, Iphigenes and Phoebe, you have a slightly more difficult time seeing because you're kind of having to look sort of through / over this fire that's in front of you. However, you can see at least that there are huts, but I don't think you'd be able to see the shadows from here through the fire. I'm going to start with Iphigenes and Phoebe. What would you do? Iphigenes, you were first, so...
Where's the nearest old man?
Give me a investigation.
Perception?
Yeah, give you a perception, yeah.
19.
19. Okay, that's even better than your passive. And hello again, Scott. 2 shows in one day. Wow, nice. And no, they don't have fireball either. We've had this discussion, sir. Iphigenes, 19. Yeah. That echoing voice that you heard a little while ago, you kind of sort of reconstruct and get the idea somewhere that voice must have come, given the echoes, from somewhere in the middle of that row of wooden huts. there's sort of 10 or 12 of them. That voice came from one of the two or three right in the middle.
Headed there.
Okay. So to do that, you have to go around the fire. Clarity, are you going around as well? Okay. So as soon as the two of you go around the fire, and you're pretty, as soon as you step in front of it, now you can see your shadows cast on that wall down at the bottom of this amphitheater. And they're, because I mean it's a 10-foot fire, so the shadows are just, shapes, and even, it's you, and it's hard to tell which ones are you and which ones are Clarity and which ones are Figanese and which one's just a trick of the light. And as you take that step, and the shadows come up, you hear sort of a ooh from all the little buildings. And then from the center one again, you hear, imagine the denizens of this cave, convinced that the shadows on the wall and the echoes that are mistaken for the voices of the shadows are real, and that they represent all of reality. If any one of them were to leave and perceive whatever is outside the cage and in return, they would surely be seen as mad when they explained what they had seen in all of its three-dimensional glory. They would not be believed. They would be shunned and thrown from the camp. We are all people in the cave. Some of us are the ones that leave and return. If I'm honest, I prefer the cave. At least I know it's not real.
The entire time this one is talking, I want Iphigenes walking right up to him.
Absolutely. You get to the you step up. Who's going with? I want to know placement. You guys see Iphigenes heading for the thing. Phoebe, you just come off the wall and start. So you guys are coming in like spokes on a wheel.
I want to ask something.
Yes.
Because Scott asked about fire, but in theory, I have the storage cans, and I'm thinking, what if I destroy those huts and shoot
The huts?
my
Okay.
storage to huts?
Okay. So you're going to attack. Do you want to start with the hut that is making the noise that the person's talking
Yes.
from? Okay. So you're okay.
And also, I want somewhere more far away shoot, because I feel like it's bait. Like this one is bait,
Okay.
and that person is
So you're going
somewhere else.
makes sense. So you're going to stay at a distance and cast. Figanese, your plan is to go down to the hut, turn the corner, and start swinging?
Yep.
Okay. Clarity, you said you're closing in like the spoke of a wheel. How close are you getting? You going in?
Nope. I'm gonna stay outside and hold my action until I see him,
Okay.
and then I'm casting Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. Okay. All right. And that brings us to Eskir.
Yeah.
You are the sneakiest of the sneak. None of these people are sneaking in any way, shape, or form. You are completely in the shadows. What do you do?
Ooh. I want to try and stick to as much darkness as possible and start getting closer, but I'll keep a bit of distance for now because I can throw my stuff.
Yeah.
If need be.
Give me just a straight intelligence check, not even a save. I want to see if you can figure out how to make it so your shadow isn't cast on. You can move without casting your shadow on that wall at the bottom.
Yeah, kind of map it up before going down. Okay.
20. Yeah.
Holy, yeah, that's
you figure. Yeah.
Sweet.
You find you sort of look, and there's ways because of the way the cave expands. You'll be at quite a distance, probably sort of 50, 60 feet away. Let's call it 59 feet. So anything you've got with a 60-foot range, you can do. But yeah, and you are still hidden, so you would have all the advantages that go along with that. All right. Now that I know the plans, now may I have once I get hang on. I did this before. I'm not gonna do it 2 times in one day. Remove all the turns. Clear. All right. If you can drag your characters out onto the map, click on the character and then roll initiative for me, please.
Roll for me.
I will do so. Hang on a second.
6.
I gave very specific instructions and I very nearly didn't follow them myself.
What?
Oh, how did you get
Larry,
a?
why?
How'd you get a decimal? 6.14.
That means they, yeah.
Tiebreaker. I
Yeah.
turn on the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the 0.14 represents their dexterity level, because if you match with somebody, it goes by your dexterity.
Oh,
So-
yes. Okay.
So if somebody had a lower dexterity than them, it'd be 6.07 or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a fun way of doing it.
Yeah. But so perfect clarity. Like, you can see everything happening, and you're just gonna wait. As soon as you see him, you're gonna hit him with Toll the Dead. Perfect. Okay. So you're holding your action. Phoebe, you were going to attack the actual box he's in, right? What spell would you
Yes.
like to use?
First, I want to really help. I want the Eldritch Blast
Okay.
because
Mhm.
I want save spell points.
There you go. All right. So 1 Eldritch Blast. Boop. I mean, it's a building. You hit it. Let's see how much damage you did. Oh wow, 10 points of damage. Okay. Yeah. Your Eldritch Blast. It's hard to even see in here with the fire behind you and the shadows and the flickering light, but it crosses that distance, hammers that little. It's like a little fishing shack, right? Like the ones you see on the ice in the winter, right? It's that small. It hammers that. It's all just bits of wood. It just shatters around and slides down the bank towards the thing at the bottom. You hear a couple of oohs and ahs from the other boxes, and 1 or 2 uncomfortable screams. And just before the others go, I'm going to sneak in here. You see the little old man sitting there. Clarity, as you're going to cast, you hear, I am currently calling myself probably self-aware, and I will ask that if you exist, please leave this place and return to your own caves. What do? Clarity, you saved it? You can see him now? Are you casting it? Clarity?
She's switching over to Divine Spark.
Okay. So, DC 12 con save. All right. Yep. They fail. What happens?
Okay, so then
We take damage. 8 necrotic damage.
8 necrotic.
Okay. You hit him hard, and you see it. Well, what does your necrotic damage look like? Is it the black smoky shit that you got warned about? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, in the darkness, this tendrils reach across the space and sink into him. You see him, and he's already really bony and skinny, and he just starts to sort of shrivel away, and he becomes even smaller with 8 points of damage. Bonus action? Yep. Or figgities? Yeah.
I don't think I
Sarah
have a
said
bonus
before that when Clarity casts, she closes her eyes and focuses really hard.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
she's not seeing anything.
No, she's never
Yeah,
seen
true.
until she was told. She didn't know she did black smoke, right? So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys see the black smoke.
So
she
you
has
see
probably...
that, and perhaps I might switch to the left a little bit and look at that poster that says Necromancer down at the bottom, and then back to Clarity as this goes down. The spell goes down and slams into madness and sinks into him. Phoebe. Oh no, sorry, that was already you. Esker.
Okay.
You can see him.
I've got a funny idea.
Yeah.
Roughly 60 odd feet. Before approaching, before I see if I want to get any closer, I want to throw a card.
Okay, you've got yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
right.
pulling a card. It says, let me double check. It says throw it at the ground, point within 30 feet. Okay.
Okay, so you'd have to close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to sneak closer?
Yeah, if
Because
I
you can
can, I'll try
bonus
and
action.
slink
Yeah.
a bit closer. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me get.
So yeah, give me a stealth roll
Mm-hmm.
just to get within 30 feet unseen.
Holy, 25.
25. You sneak like a shadow,
go.
like
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
hell
shadow
yeah.
in the dark, right? It's just whoosh. It isn't until you get to about 30 feet away that you realize perhaps part of that is because he has not reacted at all
Mm-hmm.
to the spell strike. He's still just sitting there, slightly. He's taken damage
Little
from
bit.
clarity.
A little bit
What?
grosser looking. And
Yep.
yeah.
So from 30 feet now, you use the card. So
Yeah.
I think we
Throwing
can,
it right down, like basically right in front of him. And that
okay.
is D100, so 39.
Mhm.
That is going to be a frost giant.
Okay.
Fun.
So you throw the card down from 30 feet. It hits in front of him and coming up through the ground, like the ground, a circle. I'm going to do this up. I like this thing. So the ice, a sheet of ice forms on the ground in front of Madness, but you don't feel any cold. The ground cracks and shakes, and first one giant white claw, and then another giant white claw pulls out, and then up you see the forearms and the arms, the head with the helm and the ice blue eyes on the pale white skin crashes through the surface and steps up first one foot and then the other like slow motion diver coming out of the pool at the end of their dive, that sort of step. And as they stand up in front of Madness, they tower to 16, 18 feet, like 5, 6 meters in front of him and gets absolutely no reaction.
Okay. Okay.
Iphigenes. He's right there. You close the distance. Glaive in hand.
Yep. Da-da. +2. I clicked it. I thought. There we go.
19. Yep.
19
Absolutely hits. I mean, he's stationary. He's made no move to move away. So give me the damage.
damage.
And then
23.
23 points. Okay. I just want to check Gray's. Oh, that's if you miss. Never mind. You didn't miss. You definitely did not miss. So 23 points of damage. The glaive comes around and slams into this frail old body, and it almost cuts him in half. It goes through the ribs. I mean, if you had caught him square this way, it would have gone completely through. But you actually go through this half of the ribs, through the breastbone, and almost out the other side of the ribs. When you pull it back, he falls slowly forward and hits the ground without a sound. He doesn't make a sound. The ground does when he hits. Deceased. Ceased to be.
He wants to call out to the others. This fight may not be over. He may be fragmented like Vice.
Who has the Pythos?
I believe it was Iphigenes right now.
I think so, yeah.
I guess I use my bonus action to see if anybody's home.
Once again, first of all, kudos, Deku. Once again, one step ahead of me. As you smash him and he hits the ground, you step back one step and you can now see inside these other huts. And he's in all of them. And when you look down at Hope, she looks up at you, and for the first time since you've met her, she looks hopeless. And she says, "We can't beat him in here. It's like his lair, home, crazy place thingy. We have to wait till he comes out." And the other 11 of them are just sitting there watching the shadows
Comes
on
out
the wall.
of where?
Out of this cave. He's too strong in here.
Well, if this fire is so important to him, let's put it out.
Oh.
Victory.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same.
Beautiful. Esker and Clarity. Esker, I like the idea that you're just standing and you go, ooh. And like that was in character, like, ooh, good idea.
It's like, oh yeah, yeah.
Clarity, what's your response?
She pulls out another holy water.
And just like, but are you using it sort of like as a defense as you guys leave? Like, if anybody moves, I'm holy watering them. Is that the idea?
Oh no! It's to douse the fire.
Oh, I see. All right, okay. Ah, so the four of you make your way back up the amphitheater. When you get to the top and turn around, probably to no surprise to anybody, that hut's rebuilt. The crazy has returned. It's just proof that you can't beat him here. And as you put out the fire, you hear from all those little huts various ooh, oh, oh. But then from in the middle, from Madness, the one that you spoke to, you hear, oh, you remember this part? It's called night. Just as the fire goes out, and the cave below you goes dark. And out of the darkness you hear, please feed the imaginary dog. I think he thinks he's hungry.
He's not talking to Madness, but he said, if Ignis is going to say, I already did.
And as you leave, the dog is still there, standing outside. He sees you with Figanese and he comes over, tail flapping, like doing the happy lab dance, like the whole body's wagging. It's not just the tail, it's like the whole body.
Yep.
And he's looking up at you, and he might as well be speaking. It's like, you got any more? You got any more?
Yeah, I'll give him more. Poor thing has been infected by madness. You might as well show it some kindness. It's not its fault.
Fair enough.
I want stay in the entrance of cave inside.
You're going to ambush him? Okay. That's the plan.
Like I want observe what is happening.
Okay, so you want to stay here for a little while and watch. Okay. Let's call it recon. So what do the rest of you do? That's Phoebe starts to settle in, like sort of finds a rock to lean up against where they can see the entrance to the cave. Do you say anything to the rest of the party, Phoebe?
No.
No. But it's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious what you're doing, right? You sit where you can see the cave and start watching it. What are
And
the
a
others?
short rest.
Yes.
I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess while he's feeding the dog and like trying to give it pets,
Yeah.
despite
yeah.
the wiggles, if Ignis will want to ask the others, does anybody have any ideas on how to encourage madness to leave the cave?
I think talking. I like this potent discussion because I remember that we can't win with logic. Like, so I feel like if can't encourage to discussion and engaging with us, we can kind of bait him.
Wait,
Oh,
what about
okay.
what about all the what if we tell the philosophers that he's here? They wanted to find him, didn't they? They're not fans, so maybe people opposing whatever the
I wish
devil
they
is
are
up to.
here.
Somebody
Maybe
could
they
go and get them. That wouldn't be hard.
Maybe they could draw them out. I can go back and find them. No one's
All
looking
right.
for me.
Okay. Figanese and Clarity, what are your ideas? I presume we're all just in the idea stage here. So.
What if, like with greed, we draw him out? Cause some chaos down in town.
I do not think chaos would interest
Yeah,
the madness.
well, because it's causing chaos by itself.
So,
So I agree with you asking about philosophies.
So how do you? I guess Clarity's question then is, how do you trigger madness?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah. Um,
Because if we can't trigger madness, her next idea is to go back after greed.
mhm.
And maybe if we
Yeah.
can get Greed to go a little bit crazy, maybe we can draw out Madness.
Oh,
We can't because
hang
it's
on.
security mansion,
Oh yeah,
so we
but
can't
yeah,
track out.
let's develop the idea though. So the idea, Clarity's idea, is to potentially use greed to trigger madness.
Yep.
Is that the plan? Okay. How would you do that?
We wouldn't have to go directly after greed. What if we went after more of the storehouses? Just kept stealing from them, giving it back. Continue to upset greed. It's obviously working in some ways.
As she points to her wanted picture.
Yeah.
We're upsetting somebody.
And the
I-
Figanes? Like I said, this is just I just want to get all the ideas down, and then you guys can discuss them. But I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to put forth their idea. So the Figanes?
I want to flood that fucking cave.
Oh,
However, that is beyond our abilities.
okay.
I agree with Escarvelis. Perhaps telling the philosophers to stand outside and shout at madness and challenge it to a debate may draw it out.
Okay.
However, failing that, perhaps changing over to another evil may be to our benefit. As for greed's security, being a noble house, I still possess the climbing gear I purchased for our excursion to Olympus. We can scale any walls that block our way.
So try and talk him out yourselves. Send in the philosophers. Draw him out using greed, or use the philosophers to lure him out. Those seem to be the options. So, given those, discuss amongst yourselves.
I I'm for about philosophies and talk by
Okay.
yourself and then go for other areas
Okay.
because we have also the one in theater easy target way more than greed.
Violence. Yeah, you know
And
where he is too. So,
and also I don't feel anything will do more with stealing stuff because we already know where is greed, how to get there, and we don't need even more because it's not make change if we still stealing goods
yeah,
and giving away.
it's a good way to trigger greed, but yeah, I can see how it might not be helpful to get the others. So, you did bring up an interesting point, though. You can do more than one. One or more of you can stay here and talk while, I mean, Eskier has volunteered to go and get the philosophers and bring them back here.
Yes,
So that's Phoebe stays and talks. Esker goes and gets the philosophers. So there's going to be a period of time. So Iphigenes and Clarity do first of all, do the two of you agree to that plan, or are you going to do your own thing?
Clarity,
Yeah.
Clarity kind of, once she got reminded, oh, violence is also involved,
Yes.
her idea makes even more sense to her
Mm-hmm.
of if we upset greed,
Yeah.
it could trigger violence
Mm-hmm.
and madness.
Okay. So Clarity,
And
I asked leadingly, are you considering going back into town and raiding some of these places by your own self?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Because of course she is.
Yep. All right. See, I'm getting to know these characters pretty well. Iphigenes, you responsible bugger, you.
Clarity
This.
Palace, where do you think you are going?
Yes.
Hasn't left yet.
Yeah.
She's just thinking about
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
And it's going to
Never
be
mind.
she will sneak off if she,
Oh, you're gonna try. Okay.
when she plans.
Oh boy. All right. So
I guess
let's do. Yeah.
with all this talk of trying to let me do this in character. So, Clarity Palace, what you are hoping to do is gather all of the evils into one place? I do not understand what you intend.
Not one place, but kind of bring them all to us. If we start redistributing the wealth, that'll upset greed. That can cause violence, bringing violence to us. And if it gets crazy enough, possibly even madness. Bringing all three to us, and all we have to do is put them in the Pithos with hope. Right?
Phoebe,
You do realize all three of these things have been working through mortals.
Phoebe
They
facepalm
have
doing.
never interacted with us on their own terms.
Then we haven't upset them enough.
They have never interacted with us, always gone to them.
Exactly. So let's bring them out to us.
And how many people are you going to endanger with this plan? How many people are going to suffer from madness and violence?
If we do it right, they'll be chasing after us, and we'll get to choose the place. No one would have to get hurt. If we are throwing money around,
What if they
just
send
getting people's
mortals after
attention.
us?
This is a big balls move. Clarity Palace. Oh, wow.
I'm
Literally trying to draw all three of them, potentially at the same time.
I
Oof.
support Infinite because before they come out, the people will suffer because of madness, violence on street. I support
But
Infinite.
yeah, I get it. But yeah, it's a very dangerous plan, but it is certainly a plan. But yeah, Ephigenes, I still haven't. I want to give you the stage back again because, yeah, these three are ready to just scatter to the winds and do their own thing. And I want to give Ephigenes a chance to respond to that. Clarity hasn't run, but you've seen this. You've seen this play before, right?
Clarity Palace, you keep running off on your own and nothing good comes from it.
How many do we already have?
3.
Exactly. We only need
Exactly
more?
what? We need
work
5 more, but
well
only 3
together.
have shown up.
If we keep working together, we can do this. It's insane and it's crazy, but it will work because that's what we've done.
Esker,
I am sick
sorry.
and tired.
Go ahead.
Sick and tired of us having it work after being separated and coming together and separated and coming together. There is no unit cohesion in this formation at all.
I'm sorry, Amphigones. You're not soldiers.
No, you're not. You are sorry for nothing.
No, I'm not. I'm not a soldier. I am a cleric from the streets.
Walking a tiny circle around
Yep.
Ephigenes to the Pithos. Hope, are you in there?
They pop out. I don't like it when they fight.
Yeah, it's very
We
loud.
haven't fought before.
Makes my head,
Even if it's the first time, she still could not like it, right?
it's very loud. Makes my head hurt a little. But how exactly? What's the mechanism to get these things back in the vessel? How does that work?
I think madness, and she thumbs back towards the cave. I think you're gonna have to talk that one in like you did with sorrow. That one's gonna be lots of words. That one's gonna be tough. Violence. I mean, probably. And she stops for a second and says, "Beat him to death."
Yeah. All right.
And greed. You could probably thump them good too. It's just madness is going to be tough because you're going to have to talk your way out of that. And you guys are really good at thumping stuff. And she stops before she finishes the sentence with, and you're not very good at talking to people.
Wait, I can talk. I have good charisma.
And she kind of looks over at you, Phoebe, and says, "Yes, you are very charismatic, but you're not exactly charming. Don't take that the wrong way." And she kind of hides in the pithos, like just from the eyes up.
Oh.
And she will wave, whatever.
Okay. Well, it's a bit different for everyone, then, isn't it? Can we trick madness in, maybe? Wait. What? No.
I get one plan about the violence.
Mhm.
I have the item that can turn off possessions or pacts. I want to use that on violence and not kill that person.
I'll back that up and crank it one step up. All three of these have manifested inside somebody, except
Yes,
not madness. The other two, so violence and or greed. That crystal would, or that item would work. That's all you'd have to do is get close and use that item
I can only use once,
once.
and I want to use on violence
Okay, so your
because
vote is for
I don't feel pity on them noble in greed.
yeah. So yeah,
And
it won't work on madness because he's a projection of madness. He hasn't taken over a body. But as far as you know, both greed and violence have
I
taken
know,
over a body. So yeah.
and it's why I also don't like the plan to bring up craziness to city because then people will dying on street and suffer because of craziness.
You guys are trying to minimize that. You might not be able to stop it completely, but that's the idea. I think is to minimize it. But I want to wrap back around to Ephigenes because you still have not. You're still trying to convince them, and it doesn't seem to be working. But I want to come back to the clarity and Ephigenes conversation now. But first, I
I
want to check
guess.
all of our actors are okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
Okay.
I'm
I'm
fine.
good. I'm
Just
good.
making sure.
I want
Just
to make sure
making
Deku was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
fine. Are you fine?
I'm
you're,
good.
You're both such good actors. You got me worried from time to time. So yeah, I've asked you both before, and I'll ask you both again, and I won't be shy about it. But knowing that you're both good with
I'm not an
this,
actor like Sarah, so that's a big compliment. Thank you.
you guys, you have scared the shit out of me a couple times. But yeah, go the two of you.
Um, after Clarity says she's not a soldier, Ephigenes kind of has to cross his arms over himself and take a deep breath. I know. I know you are not soldiers. I forget constantly.
If
I
anything,
And she points to Phoebe and Esker.
we're more alike than you are.
know. I have always been outnumbered. I have always fought alone.
But you're not. No, we're not soldiers. But you're not fighting alone either.
It
I've
does not
healed
feel
you
that
multiple
way.
times.
It does not feel that way when we keep separating.
seen lots of groups come through Argos. Some work well really together, some don't. They work better apart, and then when they come together, they're able to do things that the groups that work together can't do alone.
And if you get in trouble on your own and die without support, what then?
I'm gonna die anyway. That's what happens to everybody.
And what happens to the people you leave behind?
The only people I'm leaving behind are you all.
Yes, without a healer, what are we to do?
I wouldn't.
I don't know if y'all can hear my background either because my kid's screaming Frozen.
If we do this together, like I'm saying we should, then I'm not alone.
That
I
is
still do not want to do all three at once. We have succeeded thus far by concentrating upon one at a time. We already know
Agree.
where violence is. We already know where greed is. If we can just get Madness out of that cave.
I mean,
We hear Hope say we need to talk to Madness.
Yes, yeah, and I think that was mentioned before as well. Madness is
Yeah.
going to you don't
So-
beat Madness by killing them. You're going to have to talk them into the Pethos.
So, Phoebe offered to talk to them. I guess
Yes.
if Phoebe the Dark cannot conquer Madness with words, then we can send Escarvalis into the city for the philosophers and see if they can debate Madness at least long enough to distract it. From there, I do
Take
not
out
know.
greed and violence.
Fine.
Bravo,
Fine.
both of you. Bravo, both of you. The only reason I'm not going to give Deku another inspiration point is because technically you can only have one at a time. So you earned it.
That's fine.
You earned a second one. You just don't get it because no good deed shall go unpunished. Clarity, Sarah, please take one for that scene. That was awesome.
Thank you.
But it's a situational one. It's like use them today or they're gone.
Yep.
So, with that, Phoebe, we pass over to you. You start to try and are you trying to talk him out of the cave, or what is your goal before I get you to roll?
I'd stay on entrance, like
Mhm.
before entrance,
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, Madness, I want to talk with you. I heard you like talking because you said you are the philosopher.
Okay.
So please come to me."
So that is definitely persuasion roll. Right, because you're trying to
Yes.
persuade him to come out. Yeah. Okay. You rolled a 10. And I mean, he's madness. Whatever. We're going to give him a +5 to this. So whatever I roll +5, 12, 17. You hear from in the darkness. I can hear you just perfectly fine from down here. And
Yeah,
and it
but
starts. You start to engage, right?
I'm saying, but I don't hear you well.
You should come
What you
closer.
said,
And then
I-
Esker, I'm assuming Esker, you're using this time to bugger off. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
Great.
I'm
Phoebe?
heading back to the city.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of banter between Phoebe and Madness, and then we'll get Esker back here with the philosophers. So, what was your next
I'm
thing,
saying-
Phoebe? Yeah.
I don't want. I have really good food and and something to drink really good here.
Oh, you should
So
give that to the dog.
no, because it's alcohol, and dogs don't drink alcohols.
Oh, I think they drink it. I just think they shouldn't. It's nothing
But
worse than a
people,
singing dog. I hate cats. It's all they ever sing.
so
It's the only
it's
song they know.
so it's better if humans drinks, but it's not drink alone. So please come.
Oh, when humans drink, they sing too, but they know more than one song. You should drink it yourself.
I don't want alone drink.
And it
I
starts.
feel depressed.
You've got friends out there with you. And
No,
anyway, it continues on like that, right?
no,
Yeah.
they went off to their houses, so I'm alone.
Okay, so, and it goes on like that for a while, and you just cannot talk him out. No matter what you say, he's got an answer for it. Eventually, Esker, you get into town, you ask at a couple of coffee shops, because that's where philosophers hang out. And you know you're finding the right one when you see there's a crowd around one of the coffee shops. And that in Argos, that means it either got robbed or there's, philosophers performing, doing their thing. And as you get closer, you see the four of them standing around a table, each with their own quarter of the table, and they are orating and presentating and arguing and discussing, and they're all four talking at once. You can't make a single word out of any of it, and the entire crowd is mesmerized, like they're watching the most amazing hockey semifinal or playoff game ever, right? Because I'm going to be seasonally accurate. What do you do?
Oh, that's all the nonsense they're talking. All this overlapping chatter makes my head hurt.
Yes.
I'm gonna push my way through the crowd and hop up on the middle of the table. Hey, it's first of all, shush.
And
You're
you,
all talking at the same time. I can't hear a damn word you're saying. So just shut up for a moment.
the last
You
sentence. The last sentence said was, "I told you that proves my point precisely." And the other one reaches over and actually shoves him like this is about to turn into a fight. So
We're about to start throwing hands over this.
yeah, it's only at this point when you look down at your feet and at the table that you're standing on, there's a lot of drinks, a lot of empty drinks, a lot of empty glasses sitting on the table. The philosophers are getting drunk and are about to throw hands. So what do you do?
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Hey, you four loud men. You were looking for that. Whatever his name was, that self-aware person, right?
And as a single voice, they say, "Probably self-aware," and
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
their attention like that.
Yeah, you want to talk to him? Follow me now.
And you take off. What is
Yep.
your movement speed? It's a weird question, but I wondered, is it 25 or 30?
I think it's 30.
Okay.
And I can bonus action dash.
All right, never mind then. I thought if you were slower, they were going to have to wait while you
Ah.
had to walk behind you, but no. You lead them back. As you get back, Phoebe the Dark, you can hear as you approach. They've been talking so long, they're going hoarse. And you can just hear this perfectly fresh voice coming out of the cave. But actually, and then the philosophers, it's like watching a phalanx form up, like a really well drilled phalanx of hoplites, right? They put their mental spears forward and their mental shields in place, and the four of them just in step, dunk, 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 to the edge of the cave. And then they stop, and you can see there's like a shimmering wall. They can't go in. But they all four start to debate at once with madness inside. Yes, and yes, he could do the triple and be
Yeah,
speedier
it's
than
true.
anybody.
The really ridiculous speed.
Then you take a couple levels of wizard and add expeditious retreat, and you're just going.
Sonic Boom character, yeah.
But the four of them all start arguing individual arguments at once down into the cave. And you saw what that did to the crowd. Like it just froze the crowd. What comes back up out of the cave is 12 echoing voices. So 12 madnesses are answering back to four philosophers. and you can see, all of you can see, there's sort of this shimmering wall moving back and forth at the entrance of the cave. And it is immediate. No, you don't need to roll for this. It is immediately obvious that they're never getting in, but as long as they're there, he's never getting out. So you've basically penned Madness in his cave, which at first glance seems like the exact opposite of what you wanted. You wanted him to come out, but now you know you're safe from Madness. These are philosophers, they're never going to stop. So they will keep him penned so that you've got the other two to react to. Iphigenes?
Oh, that I thought that meant they were distracting Madness so we could go back in there and like clean up all 12, but I guess it makes more sense to go after the others and get them out of the way.
Yeah, Hope has.
Although it is pretty late. It is pretty late, so I think after we do one, we're gonna have to long rest.
I need one thing from my house. Cut out. So wait for me in front of that there because I forget something. I will be quick.
Very well.
So the four of you head back into town, leaving the philosopher's gate in place.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Who are you going after?
Violence.
Is at the theater? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Let me do a map thing here quickly before I
I
transfer
just
you
go
across.
to my house for the crystal purple.
The crystal. Yeah, right, because you had it in your hideout. That's correct. Hang on, I'm just setting up a map here. You. Thank you for the musical accompaniment. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Now I can go back here. You make your way back into town and towards the theater. Argos is it's not a defeated city, but usually at this time of the night, even though it's dark, it's a city. It's vibrant, right? There's a nightlife, there's parties, there's things going on. By the time you get back into town, even the coffee shops were shutting down, the ones that Esker went and got the philosophers at. The only thing open right now is the drinking establishments, and they're quiet. Like there's not parties going on. There's people drinking their worries away. Like they're drinking it like it's a job. The city of Argos is not doing well. But as much as they are suffering, they are, for the most part, all still alive. So far, so good, I guess. When you get to the theater itself, it's still wrapped in green hangings and green signage. They've taken in the signage from the funeral, and now the sign is up for the next night for the actual show, the retrospective show about Phoenix Stream. But at the moment, the doors are locked and the theater is dark. What do you do? And I just realized I have to go change the map because you guys came here in the night.
I want look around halfway to sneak inside.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
holes in security, like open window,
Yep.
anything.
Okay. And what is everybody else doing?
Going along with Phoebe because I have a feeling my climbing gear and grappling hook are going to come in handy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tag along and offer my lockpicks to whatever we find.
Okay.
Following along.
Yeah. Sorry, we're having, like I said, I was expecting you guys to do this, to experience the thing at the show. So I'm having to move a lot of people that aren't there right now. So a lot of them are
Oops.
coming off the map. No, it's good. You guys that's brilliant. You just removed sort of 80% of your challenge of this encounter. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But let me close that and that, because I guessed wrong. I thought you were going after greed next. Little game I play with myself.
How much did you lose in that bet?
All of it, because that's all I ever bet is all of it. All right. So with that, Phoebe's going to try and find a way to sneak in. How about
Yes.
everybody else?
Following her?
Okay. Ephigenes is following Phoebe. Okay.
Yep,
Clarity.
I can offer an assist.
Clarity's gonna sneak in.
Okay. So all of you are going to sneak in, find a place to sneak. All right.
At least try.
Let's force the GM to be creative. I want all four of you to give me investigation rolls, and I'm going to tell you in ascending order what you actually find.
Okay.
Roll for me.
I will
Oh,
do
23.
Holy crap!
Woo!
Whew. Is that
Oh, damn.
Investigation.
Figgy got a 17.
Oh shit, that's a natural 20 actually.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
a crit. I don't know if
So-
I don't know. I don't remember if you do that on skill check. Some people do, some people don't.
No, but it's still it's you succeeded as much as you can succeed, right?
It is still
so-
the biggest number on the die. Yeah.
It is. It's the top 5%, literally. The 20-sided die, right? It's all multiples of 5. So, Phoebe, you come around the side of the theater and you find one of those the double doors that lift up to go into a basement. But you're not sure if that connects to the actual theater or whether it's just like a wine storage place that they come and go. It is locked, but it looks like the lock's not very good. Clarity. I said I was going to do this in order, but I didn't quite. Clarity, you find fuck all. Like, hey, look, front doors. Hey, look, stained glass. You're trying to open the panels in a stained glass window, right? Like it's yeah. You have failed the task. Ephigenes, you find you see the one that Phoebe found, and you find an actual window in an office around the back that is. It's locked, but it would be easy to pick even with a dagger. It's not going to take any specialized tools, even though you have a specialized tool here. Speaking of the specialized tool,
That's a little mean to call
Yes.
Esker a tool.
I said he was specialized. That's got to make up for some of it.
Yeah.
You see what the other two saw, but you also see a drain pipe that goes up to the roof, and this is a big 2-story building. It's got to have a lot of ventilation, and nobody secures the roof. Right?
Nah.
So, do you guys all share that information with each other?
Yes.
Yes.
And,
Clarity notwithstanding.
yeah.
Oh,
And
look,
I
a
will-
bug. Yeah.
and I will try to lockpick my door because I have lockpicks.
Okay, so you're going to try and go into the basement?
Yes.
Esker,
The
did you...
stained glass is really pretty.
Yes. Ephigenes, what's your comment?
If Esker points out the roof as a better way,
Yeah.
he will offer his grappling hook and rope.
Yeah. Between that and the drain pipe, you guys can all get up there without having to roll, if you choose. Phoebe, do you still want to go into the basement, or do you want to go onto the roof with the other folks?
Roof,
Okay.
but I'm kind of scared because the Esker is small and don't go with VPN in Phoenix.
It's all good.
The rope.
You guys, even if it takes a couple times, it doesn't matter. Nobody needs to roll, right? Because it's a thing, oh, ding, ding, ding. Okay, it's hooked. And it's literally like you can almost ladder your way up between the rope and the drain pipe, right? So the four of you get up onto the roof. There are 3 vents on the roof. There's a great big one in the middle, which clearly would open up. You don't have to have been inside to understand it. The big room in the middle is the theater. And then around it, there's a collection of offices and entryways. You know that the entryway is around the other side, so these must be offices on this end. And there's 2 vents other than the big one in the middle that both appear to be over these offices.
I
One
want
to the north and one to the south. So, Phoebe,
I want
what's your thought?
to investigate the small ones because I feel like it's bad idea to jump into middle
Right
of
into
the
the
theater.
yeah, right into the middle of the stage. It's a theater in the round, by the way. This place is because
Okay.
the map I found is a round theater. So yeah, yes, there's the truth. So you're going to investigate those Iphigenies. Clarity, what are you doing?
I guess I want to listen to the vents and see if I hear somebody snoring or anything.
Okay, so
That would
investigate
be
one of the
perception.
yeah. So yeah, you're gonna do event number 1. You're gonna do event number 2. Yeah, give me a perception and clarity. What are you doing?
Since no one has told Clarity about the going up option,
Oh, 5 gifted subs, Kazi. Holy crap! Thank you. We even got people to give them to. Sorry to interrupt you. Um,
um, I got distracted. Ah,
yeah, so did I. Yeah, level 2
uh,
hype train. What the hell?
she's gonna
Thank you, Kazi.
sneak.
Damn. Okay. Yep. Clarity.
And
Do a crazy thing for the nice man who just donated.
oh yeah, oh I am. That's exactly what's happening. She's gonna sneak in by herself
Okay.
because no one has told Clarity the plan.
Which
And
vent?
she didn't notice people doing
No.
climbing thing.
No, Clarity doesn't notice stuff. So the only vent that isn't being directly investigated right now is the big one in the middle of the theater. So is that where you're going?
Yep,
Okay.
I'm stealthing there.
You're sneaking
I'm
there.
gonna be
All right.
stealthy.
Yep. And
But-
speaking
Wait,
of,
if
Yeah.
Clarity's on the ground, how is she getting to the vent?
oh, you guys all got up the ladder, or up, you all climbed up on the roof.
Sans just said Clarity didn't notice.
Well, she got to the roof and she didn't notice you guys looking at the other vents. So she just walked over
No.
to the big vent in the middle and tried to get
No.
in, right? Is that right?
She was in the
No,
glass door.
Clarity never made it off of the
Oh.
ground.
Oh, pardon me. All the hell. Thank you
Isn't
for correcting me. I thought you guys all went. So Clarity, you're on the ground and you're
Yeah,
going to go to the thing that you found, which was
Yep.
the stained glass window, which doesn't technically open. So what is your plan?
she's gonna try and get in.
So you get out your dagger to start cutting out panels of the stained glass?
No. She has thieves' tools,
Oh, okay.
so she's gonna pick the lock of the window,
Okay.
open it.
Okay. Wow, thank you. Ground floor. All right. Thank you guys for correcting me. I completely misunderstood. I thought they were on the roof with you. Esker, are you on the roof or on the ground?
I'm up with everybody else.
Okay.
I climbed up. I'm gonna peer down the big one just in
Okay.
case.
All right. So in that case, I need perceptions from everybody except for Clarity, please.
Would you roll for me?
Of course. Yeah.
16.
Iphigenie's got 10.
Okay. And Phoebe got a 6. Phoebe, you don't hear anything down the one that you're listening in. Iphigenes, you got a 10?
10.
There is movement down there, or there's rats in the roof. You got a 10, right? You're not quite sure.
50-50 on that one.
There's definitely something moving in there, but it might be rats that are right below you, or it might be people down inside the building. It's kind of hard to tell. Esker, you're at the big one in the middle. You can feel the warm air rising up from inside. It's. I mean, it's a big vent. It's actually like moving your hair a little bit. And the vents are big enough that you can look in this, and you look down and you see below you the stage, the round stage, which is in the shape of a star. Well, it's round with a star printed on the floor. And on it are obviously the props from the last play, or from the dress rehearsal, probably, for this upcoming show tonight. You don't see anyone in that room, but you can hear snoring. Not one person, at least 5 or 6.
Tiny footsteps over the other two. There's a whole bunch of people down in the theater itself. Might even be the whole cast of the show sleeping in there.
Mm.
Do you guys find anything over here? Where did these two go?
I heard
Alright.
something from this. I heard something from this vent. Whether it was people or rats, I could not say.
Phoebe, do you find anything over there?
I don't. It's nothing.
Clarity Palace. Cleric of Apollo. God of light and sunshine. In the dark, behind the theater, middle of the night, lock picking tools out, tongue out. Give us a roll. So sleight of hand with proficiency because of the thieves.
23.
23. Oh boy. Yep. You click, easy, not a noise, not a click, nothing. You feel the last little tumbler on the lock go, and the window is open, and it's 2 stained glass panels, so you can't really see through it, but it's unlocked now, and it's like the arch, the pointed arch windows where they open from the middle. So it's like that, and you've unlocked it. What do you do?
Very quietly open it to like peek in.
Yep. You are looking at the back of a very well dressed person standing in front of his mirror, preening himself in an empty room. You saw them the night before at the funeral. In fact, they seem to be in charge of the people that chased you out of the funeral. This is, if you remember correctly, Mr. Dominus. All by his own self, standing with his back to you, with a mirror in front of him. I'm going to say it again. Back to you, mirror in front of him, and you're here. And that's where we're going to leave you for a second. Back on the roof. What do you do?
Oh no, where's
I get-
Clarity? You guys
Clarity.
did she not come up
Clarity.
with us?
I haven't even gone to the actual map screen yet, but I'm keeping
I
track
would-
of where you guys are out here. So
I would say, give beginners, could you help with rope? And I would suggest main stage because I feel like it's the only correct way, even if I don't like it.
I am not sure I can fit down the other vents anyway.
fair.
And he will offer
well
his
done.
rope.
Well done. I like that.
Like he'll tie one end of the rope to something stable and then
Yep.
sort of send it down to the stage.
Okay. Yep. Easy enough. There's something on the roof that you can tie this to. You drop the rope. It very lightly hits the stage. It doesn't make enough noise to worry anybody about anything. And before any of you can move, I would like from all of you, here we go again.
Oh,
Let me clear it before we do this. I'm going to bring you to the. Am I going to bring you to the map?
You didn't clean it.
Oh, that's right. I hit the. Thank you. See, there's a benefit of sharing the screen. You can see it now. Which reminds me, obviously, Janet, you as a character cannot see all of this that you can see because I'm sharing the screen. So, but let's bring you guys to this map. You should be outside the building. It won't make much sense when you see this because you're all standing outside a building. I just want you here for turn order. So, oops, wrong page. This is the one we want. All right. So you can see yourselves are in various locations. 2 of you are right up the top of the map. One's way over to the right, and the other one's sort of slightly down from that. But now, with your tokens in place, can you please hit them and give me an initiative, please?
What to fund me?
Oh, 21.
Is dynamic lighting on, and is it dark? Because I see
Oh,
nothing, and
okay.
Goliaths do not have dark vision, so
Oh,
I wouldn't anyway.
Did I not?
I
Can the
only
rest of you?
see.
Okay. Can the rest of you see?
I don't remember. I can't see anything on the map right now.
Oh, okay.
All I see is a weird shape in the dark and Esker to my left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a weird shape in
That's
front of
all
me
you
and
should.
3 in front of me.
Yeah, that's all you should see. You guys are
Okay.
outside the building, so you're right now. You're basically looking at the wall. So yeah, that's going to change though because I'm about to move. Actually, I need Oh, perfect clarity. You're first. Absolute. Oh, I love this. So you look in through the window, and now you're
Why
inside the
I'm
room, right?
not?
Yeah.
Why I'm not on to note that?
Oh, because I didn't click your initiative. Because I didn't click. I did what I said nobody should do, which is I hit the initiative before. There we go. Yeah, that's close enough. All right. Actually, what did you roll the first time? Was it 3? So I'll change it. All right. And then sort descending order. And now I'm going to switch us over to the actual map page. So, a quick note to anybody viewing, you can see things the players cannot see because the dynamic lighting is on and I am the GM and I can see all things. So, you've got a bit of an advantage. Clarity, you are right here. You're inside the room now. Can you see inside the room?
Yep.
10 feet ahead of you is Mr. Dominus. Just in front of him is a mirror. He's preening and poking himself. I'm going to give him a perception check to see you. Unmodified because he's just, he's preening. So no bonuses for this. 3, not a clue. So, Clarity Palace. The guy you're supposed to kill, Hope told you, and Hope's on the roof right now, so he can't correct you anyway, is 10 feet in front of you. What do you do?
And I'm not a fighter.
Nope.
I know I'm not a fighter.
Yep.
This
You are
was
the
going to
best
be
healer ever.
Figgany's job.
Yep.
I don't. Shit. Okay, charming person, you're going to be my new bestie until I can get you to my friends.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's a wisdom save?
Yep.
All right. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's right. I started this. 19. Clarity. I gave you initiative, right? Or sorry, an inspiration.
Yes.
Would you like to use it as, because we're 15 minutes from the end of this, would you like to use it as a negative inspiration and make him roll again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. So yeah, good. Yeah. So we'll get him to roll again. We'll see how this goes. Another wisdom saving throw. 16. What's your DC? 13. You. What do you say? How do you win this person over? You're not Etiquette, so it's not Fred.
No, it's not.
It's not Fred. But what
Nope.
does Clarity say?
Just like pause.
Hey.
And normally you did that behind somebody that doesn't know you're there. They're gonna jump or something. They don't even freeze. They're not going to get to do this until their turn, but they start to turn on you towards you faster than you've ever seen anybody move in your life. Meanwhile, on the roof, you guys hear Clarity's little voice downstairs. Hi! And you hear Hope on your hip, Epiphanes says, "Oh shit!" You guys have got the rope slung. What do you do?
Rappel down and get there.
You drop down into the middle of the stage.
Me too.
On the end of the rope. Yep, Phoebe, we're going to get to you as soon as it's your turn. Oh, actually, it should have been Esker next. Sorry. I didn't follow my own damn turn order. Esker, what do you do? I got excited.
Shit.
You got
she's here already.
Wow, you
I'm-
guys have surprised me so many times tonight. It's like, let's just go stab violence to death. Fuck this.
I mean,
Yeah,
not even
Jeff.
that. Phoebe had her special rock.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you kill violence, then you can use the special rock on greed, right?
That's true. That's true.
But first, you got to rescue
But Greed's
clarity.
a noble.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah, first we
Yeah.
gotta get clarity.
First,
out
you
of
got to.
here.
Well, I guess this guy's
Um,
rich, so fuck him too. But
Yeah. Oh,
Phoebe
yeah.
wanted to use the rock, so
Yeah. Well, if you
Phoebe
get there in
gets
time, you
to-
can. Yeah. But first,
I'm slipping down sneaky style.
all right.
Clarity may have given herself away, but I'm not doing that just yet.
Yeah. Give me a stealth. Stealth roping. Stealth repel.
Yeah, 24.
24. The rope doesn't even
Nice.
know you're there. Like, it's just, you just and you're in the hero crouch in the middle of the stage, right? There's no
Mhm.
lights on right now, but you can see the sconces, the gold sconces that reflect light onto the stage. There's the props laying around you on the floor, fake things here and there, a couch with no back, a chair made out of cardboard, out of something that wouldn't, you can't sit in it. You're in this middle of this fake world, and you should be able to see. I think you can.
Yes, I
off
can
to
see
your
the
right,
map now.
yeah. You turn and look, and you see a mirror, the back of a mirror, and then somebody, and then beyond that, you can just see the very top of Clarity's staff.
Oh,
But that's your movement, is getting down the rope.
yeah, okay.
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet away.
40. Okay.
What do you do?
Oh, the mirror's in my way.
So not the fight I thought was going to happen tonight. Okay.
Oh. Okay, character sheet. Where are you? There you are. Oh man, if I
All your shit's 30 feet, isn't it? You are a rogue.
yeah, well, I mean,
Absolutely deadly. Out to 30 feet. Beyond that,
that's not quite as much. Yeah, you can only throw stuff so far.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that ranged attack at disadvantage if it's a 30, 120 range, like a dagger.
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
so
option.
how much movement? Like,
Give me.
That's
well,
fair.
Let me,
I said
let me at
2
least-
stories, so that's 20 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll get.
Well, I mean, what
A
else?
really nasty GM would say that counts as difficult terrain, but I'm not going to do that. So you've got 10. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Deku Lily
there's
gets
also
credit
the
for
bonus
this.
action,
Yeah.
although
Yeah.
You could also do that.
Oh.
So yeah, but
Okay.
I'll give you 10 feet of
Oh,
movement.
there we go.
So
Okay, I was using the wrong interaction button. Well, can I get? Yeah, let me do bonus action dash. Can I
Okay.
get right up next to him?
you can get 30 feet. Yep. So you charge into the room around the corner of the
Charge in,
mirror and
Zip around the mirror and would I get sneak attack on this if I just stab him, like right off the rip?
let's see if he sees you. Let's do this. 2. Nope, not 2.
Dude,
He's
okay.
totally distracted by Clarity. He's, in fact, by the time you get there, he's rotating. It looks like he's getting ready to attack Clarity.
Okay, sweet. I'm
Give
hitting
you a
him with
sneak attack. Yeah.
I'm hitting him with a psychic stab then.
Okay.
That's a 13.
And we
Ooh.
finally get to see this. What does it look like before it bounces harmlessly off of him?
Yeah. It's it's a flash of like a weird yellow and blue ethereal dagger flies out of their hand and just kind of turns into mist when it glances harmlessly off his shoulder.
So yellow and blue dagger moving rapidly through the air would leave a green line because color theory, right? So yeah,
yeah, it's just this like little
if you
kind of
throw
colorful,
it,
sharp, colorful streak.
Yeah,
that-
and yeah, it hits and goes, and that's the moment
when it
you
vanishes
realize
off.
that underneath his fancy clothes, he's wearing leather armor.
Yep.
Iphigenies,
Okay.
down the rope, right?
Yep.
Okay, and 10 feet of movement left. So because you logically made this point, so you get the benefit as well. You have 10 feet of movement still left on your actual movement.
okay, so many 25, 30, 35.
Oh yes, pardon me. So yeah, you
Crap.
more because you're taller. So you are 25
I
feet
don't
away.
have. I don't have a bonus action dash.
Nope.
Mm,
The only non-thief in the group, even though the rest of them don't always
yeah.
get all the benefits. But
Eh. And I guess there's a mirror in my way, so doing
it's not
a
blocking line of sight.
longbow.
No, you can shoot him. Yep.
I guess if you're going to allow it, then
Yep. You drop the glaive.
I
Bang.
will have to longbow.
Yep. 18. That does hit. Roll some damage for me.
Damage. 12.
12. All right.
Let's see. Let me review
So while you do,
my
you
Battle
go-
Master things. Let's
yes.
see.
While you do that, you draw the bow.
I have Hill Giants. I have Hill Giants Tumble. When you hit a large or smaller creature with an attack roll and deal damage,
Yes.
I can give that target the prone condition.
Okay. Yep. So there we
And
go.
there's no saves or anything.
Nope,
He's just down.
Biff. He hits the ground. All right. And that's you, right? That's bonus actions and all?
I guess if you would allow it, may I use my bonus action to re-equip the glaive?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, essentially, it's dropping the bow and picking up the glaive.
Okay.
So you have to. We won't. I'm not going to say if you don't pick it up after you don't get it. You'd remember it on the way out. So we're going to presume you just don't have it with you when you move. So.
Okay. And I don't know if it matters, but violence now has slow on it, so movement reduced by 10.
Okay.
So that means not only is it half of movement to get back up, but that's 10 less to do it with.
Yes, so 15 to stand back up plus 10 only and it is their turn, only leaves them 5 feet of movement. They were turning to spin towards Clarity, but then they got attacked. I mean, it missed, but they got attacked from the side and shot from the back. So their eyes sort of turn and see you. They look over you first, Esker, and then look down. And then there's out of their sleeve a dagger pops into their hand, and he attacks you. Sorry, yeah, it says short sword. It's a dagger that's going to do short sword damage. So
okay,
and he gets 2 attacks.
Ooh.
And 11.
No.
Nope, but
That
25 I'll bet hits.
25 certainly, yeah.
It is not a crit. They only rolled an 18.
Oh,
So you take. I forgot about the poison. I would like from you a Constitution save, please.
Okay. Just check in really quick for anything that helps me with that. No,
It's poison, so yeah, if you're resistant to poison, then yes, but I don't think you got anything that is.
No. That's a 9.
A 9 failure.
Oh.
It's too late. Like the dagger's already in you, and you just have this momentary thought just before the pain hits that I've seen Rumor do that. Like, oh shit. And you're up against another essentially a rogue or rogue-like character. And that's when the wound, which is already a stab wound for 9 hit points, starts to burn, and you start to fold up, like involuntarily folding forwards. 29 points of total damage, and you have the poisoned condition, which
so the initial hit was 9 and then an extra and then
20
on top of that. Okay.
Yeah. And because you are poisoned, you have disability on all attacks and ability checks moving forward for the next you don't know how long.
Yeah.
Next. Oh no, that was 2 attacks. So pardon me, the first one missed. Bonus action. They disengage.
Okay.
And start to run for the door. 2, 3. They get to here, and that's when they finally see a Figanese standing at the door. and then they go flip, flip, and just run down into the
Hold
corner.
on.
Yep.
Pull our master. I think that lets me
10
attack
feet.
somebody if they get in
Yep. Give it a click. I think
range,
you're. I
like
think you're right.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Reactive strike.
Yes. You're holding a quarter staff. Yeah.
Take a reaction to make
As
one
reach.
melee attack
Yep.
that enters my range.
So he gets towards you, and just as he starts to back up, you strike.
Fuck you.
I said you could do what you wanted, though. Oh, Roll20 did this to me earlier today. A crit. A 28 crit, no less. Go ahead and give me all the damages. So click damage and crit damage.
Crit damage.
That is 30. That's 41 points of damage from that strike. Just.
I have Savage Attacker, so I get to re-roll
your superiority dice.
one of these dice. I think I want to choose the 18. I think that was just... Yeah, that was the normal damage, so...
Yeah. So the glaive, yeah.
21.
Okay, so that's
44.
44 points of damage. It's...
Oh,
are you done?
Yeah, that's a reaction. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, that's a reaction. So, yeah, it's not even your turn, and he steps into the door, and before he even sees you, you just right across him. If he was a human, if he was human, he'd be dead. But he is still standing in front of you. You can almost see the unnaturalness of it now. The creature, it's not even a creature, but because it's taken over his body, but he's kind of losing control. He's forgetting how to be human. And it wasn't over.
Whenever I make damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I can use it twice because proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So he's down again.
Oh, he's knocked over again. Okay. So, yeah, that makes sense too. I mean, and he is slammed onto the ground. Phoebe, you came in with everybody else, right, from the roof?
Yes.
So,
and I want dash bonus to the violence and use stone.
okay, hang on a second. You're a warlock, so you can't use dash as a bonus action. So you can only move 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, you can get close enough to. You're right. You only had to move 20 feet. So, you only had 10 feet from off the. Yeah, we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna do it.
I want stone use.
You push yourself
Close
beyond
my
that.
eyes. Close my eyes.
Okay.
And use that stone.
I want to ask this just before you do that. He's almost dead. Do you want to use the stone on someone that's almost dead, or do you want to try and hold on to it and use it against greed?
I want stone on him because I don't care about this noble creature.
Okay. So you step forward and you close your eyes and you slam the gem down onto Violence. It starts, I say it because it's not a human anymore. It was already prone. It starts to shake like an earthquake inside it, and you can feel the stone shaking too, and it's like trying to suck 20 pounds of hamburger through a 2-pound tube. You know, it feels like it's too much, and then it starts to a little bit, and then it's like the ketchup bottle, right? Once you break the seal, it's just and you feel the energy of evil being not pulled into the stone, but knocked out of the body. The stone shatters in your hand. There is a dead human body on the floor in front of you, and this sort of vaporous entity starting to rise from it. But that's your turn.
And I would, in thickness, fast the hop catching. Because he have the pitos.
Yeah.
and it's close to me.
Unfortunately, I used my reaction, so my turn's done.
So, clarity. You were about to get stabbed in your face, and then everybody came rushing to your rescue. And what do? It's been literally been disembodied. There is a gaseous evil floating above them, and no, that isn't a fart joke.
Am I able to run over to Amphigones, grab
Uh,
Hope, and slam it?
Yep, absolutely. Especially for the purposes of this. Amphigones, do you resist at all when you see what Clarity's doing? You're muted.
She can take Hope.
Okay. So grab them off of Amphigones' hip and just turn around and sort of power slam the Pithos onto the gaseous entity.
Yep.
And as you take them over the top, you hear wee from Hope again. It hits that gaseous entity, and it feels like Jello. Like there's resistance, but it's kind of squishy. And you hear Hope go, "Ooh, gross! Oh, that's gross! Oh, that's gross!" But slowly, it gets sucked into the Pithos, and then you see her stamping. Like, get down, get in there, get. I'll be right back. And you hear this down the steps again, the tung 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 down 100 steps. This is the first time Esker's seen this. It's much bigger on the inside, the Pithos. It can also change sizes, and actually, it would have when it came off of Figone's hip and went to Clarity. It would have shrunk to suit Clarity's size. So, and then you hear the clanging of a door inside the Pithos, and then tung 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 tung. And she comes back out of the top wearing her little jailer outfit again, the little hat and got the little badge on. And she comes to attention standing at the top of the Pithos, and she says, "Job well done. You guys are a team whether you want to be or not." And then she throws a big salute. And that's where we're going to drop the curtain on tonight, with the four of you standing inside the theater, having with the dead body of the theater owner at your feet.
I want more one thing.
Okay.
I'm curious how the Moros reacted that he is now safe with me. Like I stuck with him because don't.
I want to save that for next week because that's going to be a whole scene in itself for Phoebe, because it means that you chose not to throw Moros out because that stone only works once. So you are going to be in a very strange situation where your patron owes you instead of the other way around. So I want to do that as a whole scene next week. So we'll do that then. So for tonight, though, Smoly Hoax. Two groups did things completely differently today, again, and I love it. You guys tonight, holy shit, the creativity that came out tonight, using the philosophers to plug the hole, talking madness out, the idea, Clarity, even if we didn't use the idea of using them against each other was really creative. Ephigenes, figuring out to all the, everybody tonight, Phoebe, the same thing. You guys, you surprised me over and over and over again, and this is going to sound really egocentric because it is. I'm hard to surprise in this game after 40 years, but you guys did it like 5 times tonight, so well done. Congratulations. I love these games. I have said it before and I will say it again. My favorite thing to do in these games is when I feel like I'm running naked on a razor blade. With a blindfold on. That's my favorite feeling because I had no idea what's going to happen next, and you guys kept me there all night tonight. So I'm going to be buzzing for hours. So thank you all for that. Great players. Great. The team that isn't a team is becoming the theme. And I love how you're starting to come together, from time to like this is a perfect example of that, right? You all had your own ideas, but in the end, when it came time to bang, everybody just lined up and did their thing, right? And everybody pulled their weight, and you worked as a perfect team. So whether you believe in yourselves or not, you did it. You got another one in the Pithos. So thank all of you. thank you to everybody in chat. I'm going to start with Kazi, because, dude, another 5 subs. We're going to run out of people watching these before we run out of your subs. So I'm super, super happy. And I'll take this opportunity to say we've got coming up towards the end of next month. So essentially a month from now is our stream anniversary. Not our first stream, but our affiliate stream anniversary. We missed the first one, so we're going to do it on the affiliate anniversary instead. So on the 30th of next month, we're going to get as many of the old schoolers as I can squeeze into one game. All the ones that came here that were initially part of Dirty 20 Gaming, and one that's been here since almost the beginning, but I'm going to cheat. So a bunch of them are going to come together, and we're going to play Havoc Brigade. We are going to send the orcs and orc-like critters back into Freeburg for the 4th time. It's called 2190 Days Later, because it's 6 years after the last 3 attacks. And so that is coming up on May 30th. But 1 week before that, and I told you I'd get back to Kazi, 1 week before that, we're going to stream a one-on-one, myself and Kazi, a one-on-one D&D 5.5 adventure that is entirely just his character and me. So we're going to do that as a way to pay them back in some tiny way for all of the support that they've given us over the last month. There's also back into Freeburg. Hells yes. You're going, not that Freeburg. It's a different Freeburg. But it is called Freeburg. So, that's too much work. I can't run it in Siosa's world. I can't learn that by the 30th. It's too big. But we're going to go back to the original tiny Freeburg. Freebird and Freeburg, yes. So yeah, those 2 events are going to be sort of the bookends around, because the stream anniversary is actually on the 28th. And we're not going to do it on that night because I am not going to preempt Sarah for your game, because it's a Thursday, the 28th. So you're doing the stream anniversary event. I'll work around it. I'm getting the Saturdays before and after. So, but there, poof, rabbits out of the bag. See you in a month. You'll all have forgotten. Hopefully I won't. But before we wrap it up, everybody in chat, not just Kazi, but everybody else too. I see Gloriosa in there, Scott's in there, all kinds of people were in here today. Thank you all for tuning in. There is literally 1 billion other videos that you could be doing, playing, watching, thinging, and you choose to be here. And I will never forget how much that means. I hope you never forget how much that means to me, because out of all the things in the world, you choose to come here, you choose to come here and watch this, and that makes me feel like we're doing something worthy. So thank you all. If you're watching on the VOD, thank you. This is where we get most of our views. Unfortunately, there's no way for you to talk to us here. So please go over to YouTube and do the buttons. I don't have to tell you what to do. Do the buttons. And then while you're there, please leave a comment, because apparently the algorithm likes comments. And even if it doesn't, I like comments. So pop in there and let us know what you thought of tonight's show and all the other ones before.
They can talk on Discord.
You can also come to our
Right.
Discord. Yes. Can somebody hit the exclamation point Discord for me while I extol one of the truly nice places on the internet, and I mean that. I'll say it. I said it this morning. I'll say it again. It's the thing in this world that I am the most proud of, is this community, because we made a truly nice place on the internet. It's supportive. It's helpful. It's all the things you'd hope for, and all the things that you probably didn't believe could be, but they are, and somehow we managed to do it. So come and join us. If you want to play, we'll figure out a game. We'll get you into a game. But the truth is, we are community first and gamers second. So I think that's all the thank yous out of the way. So the only thing left is the most important thing of the whole night. We've been going like 2 hours and 6 minutes, and now this is the important bit. Because as much fun as we had tonight, and as much as we were able to take 2 hours away from the world and have our joy here tonight and share it amongst ourselves, not everybody gets that. Not everybody gets that decompression. Not everybody gets that support and that friendship. So a very famous Robin Williams once said, "Everybody you meet is struggling. So be kind." And my version of that is how we end every damn episode, and I'll never stop saying it. Until next time, please Be nice to each other. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Night,
night.
y'all.
Good night.